Wow. Okay, well, that's right. Uh, this is mostly for my hardcore followers to remind me to do a follow up on this in the daylight. This is supposed to be a part of my jogging rants, but I can't jog and talk and have you actually understand me. But I am back on Pinole Valley Ridge for the first time in a month. As you can, well, you can't see, sadly. I'm in the middle of open space. It's open space enough to where you can't, this isn't illuminated by artificial light. But what my other senses tell me is that livestock have been here. The goats have been here because instead of smelling fresh air, I smell manure. I've also filmed a couple of things up against the skyline that tell me, even at night, that the goats have been here because the silhouettes of the coyote brush are skeletonized. The lower branches of the oak trees are skeletonized. And guess what's underneath of those branches? The silhouettes of the fire fuel weeds that are still standing. Now, what I really want to talk about is what nature smells like. Because people who defend livestock want to call someone like me a city boy that doesn't appreciate that poop is a natural smell. One, I probably spend more time out in nature than you do. Two, if you go into the city, you can thank human beings for the smell of fecal matter. But three, when I'm out in an actual natural area, guess why? Because that's not what nature smells like. Oh, wow, it's really strong right here. Oh, man. I'm probably walking through a blanket of goat shit. People, can you wrap your heads around the fact that nature doesn't smell like shit? Can you wrap your heads around the fact that when you walk through a forest, it doesn't smell like shit? When you walk through a meadow, it doesn't smell like shit? Stop pretending that you're in touch with nature when you say, oh, manure is a natural smell. It's an excuse to embrace a destructive industry. I was going through a meadow in a protected area of Tahoe, and I was coming across multiple species of poop. Birds, coyotes, bears, deer, and guess what? It didn't stink. Wrap your heads around that. Do you understand that nature doesn't smell like shit even though a myriad of creatures are there shitting? But now nature smells like shit because of livestock. But you want to say, oh, that's the smell of money. Or, oh, you're a city boy because you can't appreciate the natural smell of shit. It's not a natural smell. You fake, lying, desperate defenders of animal agriculture. It smells like shit out here and it shouldn't. Anyway, remind me to do a visual supplement to this video. I always tell myself I'm going to, but it doesn't happen. So, sorry for wasting the time of those of you expecting more from this video. Oh, even in the dark, I can see the white silhouette of the water tank for the goats. So I know I'm getting close. Oh, and by the way, the people that adamantly defend the goat grazing and get confused by the fact that I'm documenting two different locations of the goat grazing. Up north, Placer County, the goat grazing finished in November, and here we are in January, and it's fully underway. Explain that one. if there's anything scientific about this, explain how that's possible. Here's the water tank. Can't see it, but you can hear it. And I can hear the generator of the guy sleeping in his trailer up there ahead. By the way, down in the actual neighborhood, there are a bunch of owls now. Why is that? I wonder if they were driven out of their habitat by 600 unnatural creatures destroying their habitat. All right, everyone.